You may think I'm insane for calling it that, but I have a reason for calling it that. You'll see. Hold on. Hello, everyone. Give me 1 second. No, it's B-U-T-S-Z. B-U-T-Z. There's you'll get what I mean in a minute. Anyways, hello everyone, and welcome to Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, the trilogy. We're gonna be doing the first case here. I got inspired to play it ever since playing the the Ghost Trick demo. And Nerevar loves courtroom drama, so I'm gonna be playing this game. This is one of those games where no voice acting, but there will be some cutscenes you'll have to look at every now and then. So you won't have to look at the TV if you don't want to. You'll just have to listen and me talking. Yeah, and this is gonna be one of those games where I'm gonna probably lose my voice again. Oh, Nino Kuni, yeah. Eventually. Okay, so the three games is Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All, and Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. And the first game is the beginning one. Play this game. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Let us begin.
Are you trying to be dramatic?
Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it.
I have to have your voice too loud. My mom's sleeping.
I can't control my voice. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Phoenix. Boy, am I nervous. Right? Oh. Hi, Chief. Oh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a it's because I owe him a... Shit. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons why I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life. Everything. It's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death. Despair. Oh! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Ah, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? Person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman is killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz, my best friend since grade school. See, now you know why I called it that.
I just thought it was because you like butts.
I do like Butz. I mean, he's very endearing. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I know him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. A little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to discern your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely, unlike what I'm doing right now. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Phoenix Wright, Larry Butz, Mia Fey. It's Larry Butz. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report to cover so many times. It's... Wait, uh-oh. No, wait, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? God damn, she has some big tits.
Really?
You don't even know the victim's name? I like the mole she got on her chin, too. Or the birthmark, whatever.
Beauty mark.
Hey, it's attractive. I should know.
Yours is different, though. Mine is more of a beauty mark.
Yours is cute, too.
Yeah.
Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R1 button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
I don't
Cindy.
blame her.
It just says Cindy's autopsy report. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Mia Fey, Cinder Block, Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne, Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
So, this is, from what I understand, this is something that doesn't usually happen. They have to, they don't just accept evidence on the fly. You have to present the evidence beforehand before it gets accepted into a trial. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in this court. Use the R1 button to check the court record frequently. Just like this.
A statue in the shape of a thinker. It's rather heavy. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. There, he gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls, or seeing me. Ever. What is it to you anyway? Mr. Butz, would you describe is generally what we mean by dumped? In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from an overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. 7:30, that's... July 30th.
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude, we can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah. Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Okay, so... how do I put this? This game, you can fail it. Unlike, like in a real court case, from what I understand, it's 3 strikes, you're out. So if I fuck up 3 times, the game is game over. So I can fail this thing. Alright, so... should I just let him see this? I'm so sorry. Should I just let him fucking go at it? Or should I stop him?
Well, if you know he has a history of running his mouth.
But what if he just goes ahead and blurts it out anyways?
That is true.
fuck it. I'll just let him go. Go ahead, man. Might be better not to get involved in this one. Well, Mr. Butz. Dude, no way! That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah. When I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motives is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy. This is so not looking good.
Maybe we should have some.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? What do I do? Do I get him to shut up, or do I... Oh, no. You know what? Fuck it. Let him answer, honestly. I'm gonna let him... I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butz. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the victim. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank
How would you say his last name?
Sawit?
Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
So, from what I understand, a lot of the names these people have are supposed to be puns. Is Frank Sawit a pun of anything?
Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
Yes, his last name was Sawit.
Oh my god, that's so fucking dumb. That's so fucking stupid. I hate that. Mr. Sawit. I'm just gonna call him Sawit. Sawt. Oh my god. Mr. Sawt. Should I just say it? I don't frankly care. Mr. Sawt, you may proceed with your testimony. Please, tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. So now he's gonna tell his testimony. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving, dead. I quailed? Is that how you say that, quailed? Okay, I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, Why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones don't function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawitz used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. No. Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor?
All right, Wright. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you expose the lies the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then what the witness must have then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
What are you doing? Get your hand out of my face.
Rubbing it in your face.
Hey, I'm not the one on trial here.
You could be.
I'm pretty sure you can't represent spouse. That
No, you actually can.
can't.
Yeah, it can.
How is that?
Anyways, or I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I don't care. Anyways, okay.
Open the court record with the R1 button, then point out the contradictions in the testimony.
Cross-examination.
I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment.
So I can either present evidence to a statement, or I can press a statement to get him to reveal more information about what he just said. So I'm gonna press him on this. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you wouldn't take notice of him, that you would take notice of him.
I don't know.
He just seems strange to me, that's all. Like, he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defendant requests the witness to refrain from conjecture.
Of course. What the witness means is that the man he saw looks suspicious. So what happened next?
I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Half open, you say?
Yes, the door was open halfway, yes.
I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought.
I see. What happened next?
Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek?
Oh, that's not
We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing.
Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside.
Why did Payne cut him off so quickly?
So you looked inside the apartment. What happened then?
Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead? Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all. There was blood everywhere. I guess that wasn't fatal to anyone. Very well. What happened next? I quailed in fear and found myself unable to go inside. Hold on 1 second. I'm having this paranoia in the back of my head right now. Okay, good. It's still going on. You know what? I actually almost forgot. I'm not gonna leave it up to chance again. There. I really wish I had a fucking second monitor for shit like this. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes, I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? Hold on. We don't have the evidence to it, but he lied. He said he didn't touch anything. But he said he tried to go, he went for the phone, but that the phone didn't work. How do you know the phone didn't work? I thought to call the police immediately. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right? But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entryway. I reached inside and tried using it to call, and the phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being in the middle of the afternoon, there were no answer at the nearby apartments. Right. What time did you call again? I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m.? Right, that doesn't seem strange to you. Press some evidence to contradiction. Bullshit.
5 p.m.
Present.
Objection!
You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, it's bad. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sod, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. You know, I can already tell that's a lie. Why is that a lie?
Because the thinker is a clock, but it doesn't say anything. It's just a small little clock.
No, babe, he said that he heard the time from like the TV or something. There was a blackout. There couldn't have been the fucking TV on.
That's right.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. I already know what to present to him, that blackout evidence, but I'm gonna see everything that he says when I press him. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. You said heard, not saw. Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch. Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you couldn't hear anything at all. The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything. I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Are you sure it was a television, not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there were no radios on the premises. There was only one large television. Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. The witness has testified. He heard the time. See, I'm not sure, because it also depends on what he presented on, because you would think, oh, it was probably from the television, but if I present the evidence and they don't, I can basically get it wrong even though my train of thought is going the right way. It literally has to be on the exact question they want you to present it on. I guess the victim must have been watching a program of a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was on video. Let's keep going. How do you explain the gap? Well, witness, can you explain this? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. A video? Yes, that would explain why the time was wrong. True. Right, I think the problem lies someplace else. I'm gonna present the blackout evidence on this. Hopefully. Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Did you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sod? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sod, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. my apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sod. Let's hear your testimony one more time, please.
Once more.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, a murder weapon. The killer used to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. Oh, that strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that table clock. A table clock? There was a table clock in the... Hold on.
It was that.
Hold on. A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the very first I've heard of it. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you snooze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. The statue. I hope to God this is right.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sot. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock!
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes, Mr. Payne.
as the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So, the murder weapon was a clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? This is one of those answers I don't know. So far, I'm trying my best, like, not to, like, rely on the guide. Because, I mean, I'm not gonna fucking, like, wanna fuck it up and, like, have a game over be. I'm obviously gonna use this soon, but for the most part, like, she will back me up on this. I have not been looking at the guide at all. Until, like,
That
right
is
now.
very true. I witnessed.
Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock. Then the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sod, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapons just spoke as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? I never. Look, the clock. I heard no. I mean, I saw. Ah! Shut up! I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Give him death. I'm trying my best not to fucking break my voice, but I want to actually like do a voice for these characters, and at the same time I'm not trying to be so loud, because God help me, do I want this shit to have fucked up audio. But I have like a problem controlling the tone of my voice, so if it spikes pretty hard, I do apologize for that. Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim.
Mr. Wright. Your Honor. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. Better think it through carefully. Yet, Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sot heard was definitely this clock. The fact was as simple if you simply
examine the clock's batteries, ask the neighbors, try sounding the clock.
Now, let's sound the clock now, here in the court. Your Honor, may I have the clock?
I ask the court to listen very carefully.
Beep.
I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time is it right now?
It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Sot heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sot, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. That's right. I'm gonna prove that. Damn it. We're so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sot. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! Your lawyers are all slime. I almost had it. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Sot.
Yeah?
I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But, Chief, it's over.
You can prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yes.
Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let him have it.
Well, Mr. Wright? It was the passport. Or shit. Was it the passport?
It's
Well-
the passport.
Mr. Wright, you say the clock was running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim without a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. It's the passport. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. I don't really know where here is because, like I told Naravar this. This game has a lot of Japanese culture stuff, so you would think, oh, this is obviously in Japan, but it doesn't seem like it. It's like it's think of it literally like San Francisco. It's just America with Japanese culture stuff everywhere. No, I'm pretty sure some people can figure that out. It's a big Hero 6 thing. It's America, but also it's Japan at the same time. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 11 a.m. It's 1 a.m. the next day. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't restarted her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you? Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
You're thumping your foot.
He foamed at the mouth and passed out. Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out different than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and was taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I didn't think I'd ever see someone complete a defense so quickly. Bless you. And find the culprit at the same time. The true culprit. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz, not guilty. Yeah! And with that, this court is adjourned. I don't know if it's ever explained in the game later on. I'm pretty sure it is, but so this game is obviously different from real life courtroom shit, and that's because so in the story of the world of this game, they changed the legal system. So where normally a case would take probably months or even years to do, now they have this speedy legal system. So now you only have 3 days to convict or basically guilty or non-guilty verdict. And 3 days, ooh, that 3 days is not a lot. It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see what people were out of the house that day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Still can't believe I won. I still can't believe we won. It's always one fucking word, I swear to God. I am so sorry.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there.
And you'll come to know that this series in general, I like the music in it. It's very nice. Because originally, when it first came out in Japan, it was only for the Game Boy Advance. And then eventually it got ported over to America, but for the DS instead of the GBA. It's like that whole thing with Animal Crossing where it was originally going to be like it was originally an N64 game, then a GameCube, and so on and so forth.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. Never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good.
Wait, no, I mean, bad. Bad, 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 bad.
Larry, you're innocent. The case is over.
But
Case
my...
is closed, not over.
Are you sure he said close, or...
He said closed.
Whatever. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... Nah. Never mind. Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butz. Innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this one. Ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat?
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh, hey.
Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her.
I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Doesn't that make you just want to cry? Larry.
Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him.
Huh?
Oh yeah, right.
What the heck is she talking about? The thinker. Because she kept it. I mean, she probably, like, still didn't want anything to do with them, but she probably did like the statue enough to keep it. And if the time was, off, she probably took it with her, too. So, you never know. She might have actually cared about him. And it was all just probably bad timing. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling.
Well, make of it what you will.
Hey Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thank you. Shut up. I get one fucking word off every time. Whatever, it doesn't... I am reading! It's just, the words don't come out right. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent Butz. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why he became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said...
On the box?
Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. A brand new episode has been added. Turnabout Sisters, episode 2. Save your progress up to this point. So I'm only gonna do this up to the beginning. After this, I'm gonna find like a good place to stop, and you're just gonna be having to leave yourself on a cliffhanger. Hello, this is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz coming up. A lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes? Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 p.m. to pick it up?
It's 9. There was no AM or PM.
Are you sure? I could have sworn I saw PM.
No.
You're making me doubt myself a lot in this episode, ma'am.
Learn to read right.
I'll be in the pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis. But I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting. Conversation recorded. September 5th. 9:27. Wait, July... So a month since then?
Little over a month.
Because no, it was,
It was July 30th.
No, she came back on July 30th. The day before she died. So, then the next month after July is August. So, it's a month.
But that close to
September 5th, 8:57 p.m. So this is only a few minutes before that conversation happens. Fay and Company Law Offices. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? You are not... ho, what does it matter? You are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you one more thing. I must ask you for one more thing. And you know what that thing is? Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Red, white, blue. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Fay and Company Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should go all out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Yeah, maybe she's in her office. Okay, ooh, oh, I don't like that speed is so fucking slow. That smell. Blood. Sis. Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! She's dead. I don't want to make this sound really fucked up.
What?
How do I put this? I don't know. I know she was supposed to be dead, but like she doesn't really look dead, does she? It looks like she's like knocked out or asleep. She looks like too pretty to be looking dead because you don't see any blood like immediately on her face and her eyes are closed. I think they could have come up with like a better way for her body to be positioned. Like I know why they didn't, because I think this game is T for teen. So like, you know, they can get away with some things but not a lot of things. Like maybe not, you can show a dead body but nothing too gruesome, you know?
Yeah.
Who are you? Strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. Dude, she... Okay, now I actually... what I'm gonna say is kind of fucked up. Why does she look so seductive in her dead body pose? Like, her head is face down, her boobs are showing, her legs are, like, in a weird revealing position.
Just get on with it.
I mean, it's a little weird, I'm not gonna lie, but I mean...
Get on with it.
Let's continue on. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Chief. And that's going to be the image we are leaving you on. Chief Mia Fey, dead. A mysterious pink-suited man kills her for the papers inside the thinker. But what were the papers? Who was this mysterious pink-suited man? Who knows? You'll just have to find out on the next episode of the Ace Attorney streams. What did you think of this stream? This game so far?
I liked it.
Compared to Ghost Trick, how would you say it? Because it was made by the same person, both games are his.
I don't know.
Because Ghost Trick, it's more of a puzzle game with how you have to solve certain scenarios. But with this, you actively, you deal with the after effects of someone dying and, having to figure out lies and use evidence and all that.
So far, I do like both, but I cannot give my full opinion until both the game. We just only did the trailer for the one.
Demo,
whatever. We only done the demo for the one.
and the first episode of this.
Yes. So I can't say anything or compare the two until we do both.
What about tone, at least? Do you think they're at least tonally somewhat the same?
Yes, but not quite as much.
Okay, and lastly, just from the characters, what did you think, what do you think of Phoenix? Because he's, the main... Even when he's not the main character, he is the main character of the series.
Seems like you're average Joe.
You're just a regular guy?
Yeah.
I don't know, he kind of fumbles around a lot like me. And he can say some really stupid shit, I picked all the right answers, but if you were to pick a wrong answer, it would still be completely in character for him. Phoenix is very much a simple man of brilliance at times. He's not 100% on the ball all the time, but when brilliance strikes him, he can do wonders. At the end of the case, he was literally about to give up until Mia had to push him into it. Anyways, we'll find out what happens in episode 2 in the next stream. Alright, so thank you all for coming to the stream. Thank you, my lovely wife, Naravar, Moon and Stars, as always, for joining me. Next episode, I keep promising this, and I'm so fucking sorry.
No,
Next,
you're not.
it's because these are so good. next episode for sure, we're gonna do Detroit. I promise. I pinky promised her. It's just deciding when to do it is the issue.
And if you're short attention span, that's
'Cause-
like, ooh, a new game.
Because like shit. Cause I'm like having to like juggle playing like a bunch of games, dealing with like real life shit, work, and it's like, do I want to like play some games I know I'm gonna have fun with? Do I want to? I know I've done a lot of solo streams, but I want you to be there for some, and it's only like if I know you're not gonna like be there, or like you're not gonna have any interest in, because like, come on, you didn't see any of the Resident Evil streams. You were there for like maybe 2 of them. So I just figured I'd play the game because I really wanted to play the game, and I had fun with it. I just have more fun when you're here.
One thing for sure though, this game kinda, sorta, not like almost there, reminds me of the anime Conan, the Great Detective.
Well, that's him solving a murder, and this you're having to deal with the legal system of a murder.
You're
So they're
saying,
kind
like,
of
the other
similar.
end of it,
But let's save the game. And that's gonna be it. Alright everyone, thank you all for coming to the stream. I already said all that, and I hope you all have a good day, good night, and all that spiel, and I hope you all take care. Goodbye. Can I help you?